Hey everyone, today we're looking at 6 DIY projects from the internet. Some of them break the laws of physics, others might just break you. Grab your calculators, turn your brain on, let's figure out where the real engineering is and where it's just complete nonsense. First up, atmospheric electricity. The guy throws a bundle of copper wire up into a tree, claims it's forgotten Soviet technology from the 1950s. Looks epic, I'll give him that. Vintage school transformer, massive capacitors, spark gap, pure steampunk vibes. I get the appeal. Free power, the ultimate dream. Stick a plug in a pine tree and never pay an electric bill again. Free electricity for your cabin? Who wouldn't want that? On paper, this isn't just a wire bundle. It's supposed to be a giant radio receiver that resonates with Earth's electromagnetic field. But here's where physics walks in and slaps us in the face. The guy drilled a hole in the tree and stuck his device inside. But trees are alive. They're wet. Sap flows through them. That's an excellent conductor. He literally grounded his antenna before it even started working. All the potential drains into the trunk, and the device only picks up weak radio interference. Sure, you might get 100 volts on the antenna, but the current? Less than a dead battery. Actual power output? Milliwatts. 100-watt light bulb? Yeah, right. You've got as much energy as a potato battery. To charge your phone with this setup, you need approximately forever. Want real energy? Buy a solar panel. Boring, sure, but your light bulb will actually glow consistently. This is pure TikTok magic tricks. Moving on, eternal paint from styrofoam. The guy scrapes the coating with his fingernail, hard as glass apparently. We're promised eternal paint for practically free. Nobody wants to spend real money on quality enamel for rusty old gates. The recipe looks like salvation. Grab free styrofoam, paint, solvent, and boom, gallons of thick coating. Basically, we're making homemade liquid plastic. When it dries, yeah, it's genuinely hard. But then chemistry enters the chat, and it's ruthless. Styrofoam is polystyrene, and it has a mortal enemy, sunlight. Polystyrene without UV stabilizers starts yellowing and cracking after 1 or 2 seasons. Second problem, metal gates expand in the heat, but this coating is rigid. Unlike normal paint, it doesn't flex. The result is predictable. The surface cracks like a spider web and starts peeling off in chunks. And here's where the real nightmare begins. Solvent won't touch this dried up chemical mess. You'll have to grind it off with an angle grinder, breathe the dust, and curse continuously. You'll regret the day you thought saving $6 was worth it. Cheap once, pay twice. Stupid, pay 3 times, plus buy a new grinder. Just buy a can of 3-in-1 primer enamel. It's flexible and has UV protection. Don't do this to yourself. Oh, and next up is straight up Mad Max on a budget. Pneumatic bicycle. Massive blue air tank, hissing air, and levers moving the wheel like an old steam locomotive. The guy claims this is an air bike, eco-friendly transportation of the future. The idea sounds good. Air is free, compressors are everywhere, fill the tank and go. From a mechanical standpoint, this is pure art. Connecting rod and crank mechanism, just like vintage locomotives. Pneumatic cylinder pushes the lever, lever turns the wheel. Hypnotic to watch, honestly. The guy's so confident in his build that he cuts off the pedals. Here's the catch. What about energy capacity? A 50-liter tank at 8 atmospheres of pressure stores basically nothing. With the terrible efficiency of this mechanism, you'll get maybe half a mile of slow riding. And then what? No pedals, so you're pushing this pile of metal with your feet. This isn't transportation, it's a workout machine for masochists. Another thing, welding the bearing without cooling it first. The grease inside gets burned out, the metal warps. How long is that bearing going to last? If you want easy riding, install an electric motor. This thing? Keep it in the garage to look at. Alright folks, pay attention to this one. Next patient, a 220-volt generator from a washing machine motor. Claimed output, 3.5 kilowatts. Free electricity for your whole house. The guy even powers up an angle grinder. Sounds impressive, right? But physics says this is bullshit, and here's why. The generator principle should work, in theory. Rotating magnet creates current in the stator windings. That's basic electrical engineering. At first glance, it looks convincing. Metal spinning, voltmeter shows 220, grinder runs, but the devil's in the details. The guy glues a magnet with superglue. Where? On the shaft, on the end face of the motor. Fatal mistake. The magnet is outside the stator winding zone. Magnetic flux doesn't cross the coil windings. Generating EMF is physically impossible. Now watch the first startup. See that belt? It's sagging like wet spaghetti. With real torque transfer and load, that belt should be tight as a guitar string. Instead, it's flopping around. And the clincher. The grinder starts up, the generator motor sound doesn't change one bit. RPMs don't drop. This is physically impossible. The grinder is powered some hidden way. You can't cheat physics, but you can rack up 1 million views. Easy. Don't reinvent the wheel trying to save money. A Chinese inverter generator rated for 1 kilowatt isn't that expensive. Stable 220 volts, automatic controls, warranty. Don't fall for this garbage. Next, we've got an interesting life hack. Real life situation, you're stuck. A friend pulls up, but there's no proper tow strap, just rope. You don't know knots, but you've got some nuts in your toolbox. The guy shows thread it through, tighten it down, holds like a vise. The principle works on friction and binding. Car drives, rope is taut. Looks like clever thinking, right? But do you understand what you just built? You've assembled and loaded a slingshot aimed directly at your rear window. Synthetic rope under tension snaps back instantly, releasing all that stored energy. If a regular knot breaks, the rope just whips against your bumper. But here, you've attached 5 ounces of steel to the end of it. When it breaks, that nut is coming at you like a bullet. You'll be lucky if it doesn't hit someone in the head. The coroner will appreciate your ingenuity. Real clever. Plus, the internal threads on nuts are sharp. Under a ton of load, they work like a saw, cutting through the rope fibers. You're actively increasing the chance of failure by several times. Want safe towing? Spend 5 minutes at home and learn a bowline knot. Takes 10 seconds to tie, doesn't bind up solid, and, most importantly, it's lightweight. And for dessert, the crown jewel of our circus, fireplace from a refrigerator. The guy takes an old fridge, some wire cutters, and promises to make a free induction heater that'll warm your whole house with the power of sun and magnets. Complex system. Solar panel spins a motor, magnets create eddy currents, and oil heats up in a pipe. The theory about Foucault currents is correct, but the execution? This is a cabinet of technical horrors. The guy glues magnets onto a flimsy plastic fan with hot glue. When it spins up, there's a solid chance you won't get heat, you'll get smacked in the forehead. Now let's talk about efficiency. We take sunlight, convert it to electricity, then to mechanical motion, then to magnetic field, and only then to heat. Massive losses at every stage. The efficiency of this system with good implementation, not this mess, would be maybe 1% if you're lucky. And this? Obviously fake. You can't cheat the law of conservation of energy, but you can stop insulting it. If someone offers you free energy, pull out your calculator. It never lies. Take care of your hands, your eyes, and your wallet. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and write in the comments what insanity we should tear apart next time.